let's talk about it, the smart home. You are either building a smart home or making your home smarter with Wi-Fi connected lights, controlled by smartphone apps or Alexa voice commands. It's cool, right? But there's one thing we often overlook. We are so focused on the tech that we forget about making our homes truly accessible. Accessible to everyone, including your guests, elderly family members, or anyone who isn't as tech savvy as you might be. That includes your kids. Sure, they can ask Alexa, Google Assistant, or Siri to perform various actions. You know the drill. But is that really user friendly enough? I think we can do better. Take my parents for example. They are in their 60s, and despite my best efforts, using Alexa or a smartphone app to control the lights is more of a hassle for them than a convenience. They often forget commands or get confused by the app's interface. What they want is simple manual control like the traditional switches they have used all their lives. And that's exactly what inspired me to create a solution that bridges the gap. A small rotary switch that costs less than $10 or 500 rupees to build. This is something you can install in every room of your home to enable everyone, regardless of their tech skills, to easily control not just the on-off status of the lights, but also the brightness, color, and temperature. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to build this smart rotary switch from start to finish. I'll walk you through the components, the assembly process, and how to integrate it with your existing smart home setup, which is Home Assistant. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a cost-effective, easy-to-use solution that makes your smart home truly accessible to everyone, covering all aspects of light control. But before we start, I have a request. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with more smart home solutions and DIY solutions that I'll be sharing with you in next few months. So yeah, do subscribe. Now let's begin. So to build this project, what you need is a rotary encoder. This is a very cheap rotary encoder, and another one is this ESP32C3 Supermini module, which is powered by Type-C USB port. So what we need to do is we need to connect both of these. So first of all, what I'll do is I'll remove these pins from the rotary encoder, otherwise they will cause problem with the case. So I'll go ahead and remove them, de-solder them, and then connect the wires to this rotary encoder and to my ESP32C3 Supermini module. The diagram is shown on the video. You can also view this image using the link given in the description. And after you have soldered everything, connected everything, it will look something like this. And then we'll move to the next part where we need to compile the firmware and flash it on this device. On Home Assistant, what we need to do is we need to go to ESP Home, and then we have to create a new device. Click continue. Now you can name it anything here. For example, you can say Rotary Switch, Smart Rotary Switch. We can name this. Click on next, and then we'll choose our device. We are using ESP32C3, so we'll select that and then click on skip. Now once we do that, we have to open and edit the smart rotary switch. So we'll click on edit, and then first we'll make sure that we have entered our Wi-Fi SSID and password correctly. But if you don't know, all you have to do is remove this and then enter. But I have already saved this, so I'll keep that secret Wi-Fi and secret Wi-Fi SID. Now after creating this project and clicking on edit, and after updating the Wi-Fi details, all you have to do is copy the code that I have provided. The link is in the description, and just paste it. And once you do this, you have to click on save and then click on install. Then click on plug into this computer and then wait for some time until this firmware is compiled. So this may take 1 or 2 minutes. You will have to wait for that long. Now once this is compiled, you have to click on download project and then factory format, and then select the location where you want to save it. In case you get a warning, click on keep and this will download it. Next we have to click on open ESP Home Web. Now at this stage we need to connect our device. What we need to do is we need to hold this boot button, the first button, this button, and while pressing this we have to connect the USB Type-C cable while connecting it to the system. So you have to hold this button, otherwise you won't be able to flash it. So let's just do that. We'll keep a hold on this button and then we'll be connecting this. Now once it's connected, you have to leave that button and then click on connect, and here you will find your device. You have to select that and then click on connect. Once this is selected, you have to click on install, then choose file, and here you have to select the compiled firmware that we have downloaded earlier, and next we have to click on install. Now this may take less than a minute, so yeah, you have to wait for that. And once this is done, we'll move to the next part, which is configuring this device, integrating this device into Home Assistant for the automation. So now this is flashed, we'll click on close. Next we'll go to Home Assistant, click on close here also, we'll close this, and now we will look for the Rotary Encoder, Smart Rotary Switch. So this is here and it should come online. So we'll click on logs and check the logs. So as you can see, logs are displayed. This means our device is ready and this is showing online. So what we need to do is we will go to notification, and here we will see new devices discovered. We have to click on check it now. You can also go to settings, devices and services, and here you will see your newly created Smart Rotary Switch. All you have to do is click on configure and then click on submit button. Next you have to click on finish, and this device is added to your Home Assistant. Now if you go to this, you will see that the Smart Rotary Switch is here. Now this is saying Rotary Encoder unknown, Rotary button off. So what we'll do is we'll try to move this Rotary Encoder, and you can see that it is showing the steps in real time. Now this device is ready. Now if I push the button, you will see that it turns on and off. Now this is on. If I keep holding this, it will remain on. If I stop pushing it, it will go to off status. And this will help us control the on off status on toggle switch. Now next is this step. So you can see this is like if I move it clockwise or anti-clockwise, accordingly the step changes. Now we'll create the automation. So first what we'll do is we'll add this to the dashboard. It's not necessary that you add it, but we need to copy the entity IDs of this. So this is the entity ID of the encoder, the sensor rotary, and this is for the binary sensor, which is like switch. So we'll copy both, and then we'll go to settings, automation, and here we will create a automation. I've already created this adjust lamp brightness. So I'll go there and I'll go to edit in YAML. I'll provide this code to you, the automation code. In this code, all you have to do is just paste these light entity IDs. Just copy the entity ID of whatever smart light you have integrated with the Home Assistant, any Tuya light. You have to copy that entity ID and paste it here. Similarly, what you have to do is you have to paste the entity ID of the sensor that we have created, the Rotary Encoder. So we have just copied it. So we will paste it. It starts with sensor.smart rotary switch or whatever you have named, right? So we'll do that. Now we'll save this. Now if we click on edit in Visual Editor, we will see this code here, which basically controls the brightness of two lights. One is installed around my bed, and the another is a lamp where I have installed a Tuya smart bulb. So I'll show you that in action right now. So make sure after you have created this is not disabled, otherwise this won't work. Now next we need to create another automation for this, and I have already created that. I have called it toggle lamp power. So we need to again press the binary switch that we have copied. So we'll paste that. This is showing right here. I'll again provide you with the code. So I'll just save it, but I will provide you this YAML code. Again, you have to paste the binary sensor entity ID right here and the entity ID of the lamp that you want to control. If you have like multiple entities, all you have to do is mention them here, light dot multi sensor light, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Click on save, go back, and you are now ready to control. I'll show you this in action. So we'll put everything inside just like this. This is everything is snap fit. There are two screws that you can put in, like M3 or M4 screws. Then this is ready. Even though if you don't use it, this anyways is going to work. So next we will install this. Make sure there is a cut inside, you match it, and then this is ready. All you have to do is connect the USB Type-C cable, and now you can put it on any wall like this. You can put it on any wall, and this is going to control your room light brightness, and this is really smart. Anyone can use this. So they don't necessarily need an app to control smart lights in your home anymore. So now this is a Tuya light that I have set up for just to show you, and I'm also going to show you how I'm controlling my lamp, because I'm controlling both of these lights simultaneously using this single rotary encoder switch. So let's connect it to the USB Type-C. This is connected, and let's give it like a few seconds. So now if I press this, you can see this turns on. Now if I want to control the brightness, I mean by default when you turn off, you can set the brightness that on to switch on, how much brightness it should be at, and then accordingly you can control using this. So this is how you can control it using this encoder switch. And if it goes to 0, this will automatically turn off. It will come at 1%. This is how much this lights up. You can also tune this brightness in the code, in the automation code, however you want. For now, what I have done is I have set the rotary sensor to 2 counts. You can set it to 1 count also. So every time I move, there are 2 counts, and you can set it to 1, and accordingly this will adjust the brightness. This turns off. If I press it, it turns off. Now I'll show you how my lamp works. So right behind me is my lamp, and in front of me is this new light. So I just wanted to show you that you can control multiple lights using one sensor only. So if I move it, I'll just show you right here. So if I move it, you can see that also turns on, and this also. Now if I increase the brightness, you can see both are getting brighter and brighter. So anti-clockwise, this is going to turn off and decrease the brightness, and clockwise it's going to turn on. Now although I have assigned the click of this button to these lights only, so if I click, these turns off, but you can also define this button for any other system or any other smart appliance or smart thing that you have installed. It's not necessarily you have to do this for these lights, but yeah, you can assign this binary sensor button to any smart device. Now if you want to make more such interesting projects for your smart home and everything DIY, then make sure you subscribe to this channel and like this video. I'm going to upload many more videos like this. I built a lot of sensors and smart devices at home, and I rarely use aftermarket switches or smart lights. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next.